The aim of this video is to determine the category for rescue and firefighting for a Spanish airport with the regulations of ESA based on the data of traffic statistics from IATA. We have downloaded traffic data of IATA, we have converted in number all this that Excel interpreted as text, and based on what the regulation says. 3 months of highest traffic for counting the operations, then what we are doing here is here so that you can see that this cell sums these 3 months, this has added these 3 months. Because here there are no more months. And then here what I have done is to find the maximum of these categories to know which are the 3 consecutive months with the most traffic that start here. And then I've used a function match to see which number of this row is. So I put, match this maximum in the row D2:M2, this can be done in a row or a matrix, and 0 exact coincidence, and this tells us that is the 7th. As we started in January, the 7th month is July. Well, now what I need to do is to establish the categories of fires of each of these aircraft to add them and know which has the most. And then we also have the possibility, if they have less than 700 movements in those 3 months, according to the regulations, of lowering one category. Well, how are we going to determine the categories of these aircraft? Well, the category, according to the regulation, is determined, as we can see here in the page 30, which is here, in terms of the total length of the plane, and then if the fuselage width is higher than that which comes in the corresponding row, we increase the category. We are fortunate that both Boeing and Airbus, which are the companies with more planes and with the sizes that affect the most, have published 2 standards about the category of rescue and firefighting of their aircraft. We have them in PALA formats resources, but we can also find them on the internet very easily. Then, what are we going to do? We are going to take all the aircraft from here, and we are going to make a list of aircraft, a list that later we can use if we have to consider other airports. We put Ctrl+C, we come here, Ctrl+V, and here we call the sheet aircraft. Well, we put this like this, we double-click here with all. Well, we select everything and we double-click to ensure that the rows are put like this. First, we are going to look for the Airbus aircraft. We also have other aircraft like a Canadair regional jet, an unknown one, we don't know which aircraft is. Piper is a light aircraft, so we don't need it because the category is going to be very small. A Bombardier, a Gulfstream, a Cessna Citation, which is a little aircraft, and the CASA IPT and CN-35 as well. First, we have to look for the aircraft that we know that are more important, the one we know that are big. Then we have to see if there are other big planes we have not considered. How do we do that? Well, first we are going to put here the category, CAT, and we are going to put here a filter, data, filter, and the first thing that we are going to do here is filter by text all that contain Airbus, and then we go to the document that I have here. You can find it on the internet. Look, here I have the categories for the FAA and for ICAO. Then we are going to go here. The table is like this because we have not put airplane here at the beginning, so the Boeing plane is here as a title. We will change that afterwards. The A320 passenger, 6. All the A320 are category 6, we put here 6, 6. Alt plus tab. The A321 is 7. Then, A319, 6. The A321 is 7. And now the A318 was 6 was 7, and now let's see the next ones. The A321 was 7, although it has sharklets. Sorry that I misclicked with Alt plus tab. We look for the A330, we had the A330-200. Did we left any? No. A318, A321, A350-900, here. 9 it is by here. For not being here. Then we need to use the other method, which is to look for Airbus A310. And in Wikipedia we are going to see its length, and if we're lucky, And it says the diameter, if not we will have to look for it elsewhere. A310. We go down here. It has a fuselage diameter of 5.64 meters and 46.66 meters length. We go to the regulation 46, and as the diameter is greater than 5, it would category 8. Then we put here 8. A310. 8 also 8 because we do not have. Let's see what says here. They are all the same. The 200, the 300, all the same. Okay. The A340 200 to our A340 200, it seems to me that I said 8. And for the A340 600 aircraft, the same. The A340 600, 9. I come back with Alt plus Tab. Now I'm going to put here Boeing. Here, as I did not put a title, I have to remove the category title. Okay. Filters, contains, Boeing. So here we have all the Boeing planes. We now go to the document from Boeing that also have INT sources and that I have already opened here. We have the B737-800, 300, 400. Let's see B737 category 6 all except the 800 and the 900, which are 7. Then the B737-800 will be 7, then we will have to remove it. 76. This is a B757, we will see it later, says freighter. Freighter means cargo. We will have to go to the B737-300, which is category 6, and then we will have to go the rule that was on page 20, I think it was, or 21. Not 20, not 21. 22. Category 6 becomes category 5 for the freighter, then category 5. The B737-700, we said that it was 6 yet. The B737-300 will be 6, B737-500, 6. And now let us go to the largest ones, the B757-200. The B717 is category 7 except the 200.
El 717 es categoría 7 menos el 200.
The B767-300, we need to go here. Category 8. I am always changing the window with Alt plus Tab. The B757-200 is here, and the B757 freighter. It doesn't say anything. We will always consider the lower. The B757-200 is category 7, and here it says that, as it is freighter, it becomes category 6. If we put it here we have completed all the Boeings. Okay, now we can remove the filter and see which uncompleted aircraft can affect. In this case we need to go to Wikipedia. Canada Regional Jet 200. Here, well, CRJ 200. It has 26,77 meters and we do not have the diameter of the aircraft. We come here. This was in the page 30. Well, 26 is category 5. From 24 to 28 at most it would be category 6. We are not going to make things complicated, we are going to put a category 5 because I am sure that we are going to obtain a higher category. The airplane with more flights is category 7. It would be interesting to see if there is anyone bigger. This is very small if there is any. Opened here the Wikipedia. The CRJ 900 tells us that it measures 36.40 meters. 36.40 or category 6. We still need to see if it has to be corrected by the diameter. In this case, as we have the Boeing which is category 7 and we have many of category 6. the diameter of these aircraft, but I am sure it won't be necessary. Okay, we can. The diameter of the plane. Then the citation is very small. The IPTN is very small. The Cessna 500 is very small. The Bombardier CS300. Look for it. But it will also be very small. Bombardier CS300. Well, this is how we are going to determine A220. Airbus purchased the plane and has become the A220. It is not that small. Let's see how much it measures. Well, they bought it. They are in a joint venture and they both manufacture it with code. Here we have orders and deliveries, and here we have. The A220-200 is 35 meters length and 38 meters. The A320-300. We are going to see I misclicked. Then we have said that it was 38 meters. How is it? We have 38 here. 38 here. We have the fuselage diameter, 3.7 meters. So it remains grade 6, because it is below 5 meters, then this would be category 6. And so we continue to fill the list. All those that are small, like the Cessna citation, we'll leave those, and if we see some aircraft we do not know or believe that can be large, we continue to complete the list until we have all the categories that are necessary to classify the aircraft in the list of aircraft. Please note that the largest ones, the Boeing and the Airbus planes, are already filled. So here we would have to complete, for example, the Embraer. This MD-83, what happens is that they are almost at the end of the list. It will have very few operations. We would have to finish completing the table.